I have an egg here. For the next 30 seconds, I want to invite you to imagine how this egg made it here to us today. Whatever you imagined, it's very likely that your own values shaped your thoughts. Maybe you thought about the farming, the practices involved in rearing, as I think Paul did, rearing chickens and collecting eggs. Maybe you thought of the practice of grocery shopping. Perhaps some of you thought of a specific place, a foodscape in which this egg was produced. Perhaps some of you thought of your local CSA, where you get your eggs. Perhaps you thought of these alternative practices as part of a process of resistance or of activism. Maybe your activism is shaped by the kinds of eggs you seek out, or your avoidance of eggs, or the time you threw an egg at a parliamentary building. Maybe you reflected on the certification status of your egg. Was it free range? The point of this summary is not to have us only think about our food system and the multiple ways we as sociologists can research food systems, but it's also to draw attention to the 6 tendencies which can very, very loosely come to be defined as an RSO approach to the sociology of food. These are a normative starting point, connecting and concerning ourselves with people's everyday realities, a relational and sociospatial approach, paying attention to diverse economies and other alternatives, activism in different forms, and governance and policy. Now, from this common approach, we have identified a number of ambitions moving forward. First, we are committed to ensuring that universities remain spaces for dialogue, engagement, debate, and also visioning for just and sustainable food futures. We recognize the importance of devoting more attention to issues of power and inequalities, while also being aware of intersectionalities in our work and beyond. This extends to identifying and naming structural inequalities. Third, we want to recognize and prioritize pluralism. Towards this end, we have found work on future visioning and utopian thinking, as well as other arts-based methods and creative methodologies, highly useful tools. And fourth, we recognize that while this vision informs our work as a group, we are certainly not alone in holding such a vision. We are therefore committed to continue to listen, to learn, and to foster collaboration to advance, challenge, and even adapt our vision. To conclude, I will invoke my right as a Canadian to cite Leonard Cohen. Woo, yeah, thanks. Ring the bell that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. In our different ways, we are equally committed to ringing the bells to advance more just and sustainable food systems. Broadly, our vision for the future of the sociology of food is to continue to seek out the cracks in our food systems and identify what the bright spots are. It's to listen for new sounds and to understand who cracked that bell in the first place. For us, the main challenges ahead, as Hannah nicely mentioned, are not technical. They are social, cultural, and political. And sociology has the potential to contribute to addressing these challenges in meaningful ways, but these approaches are often undermined and overlooked, which leads me to my proposition. Yeah, there, you can read it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Kate.